Welcome students in the online physics class conducted by BPS Convent School Lachmangarh. In the last lectures we defined unit, measurement, various unit systems, tabulated the 7 fundamental and supplementary quantities taken in SI. Now today we want to define the SI fundamental units and supplementary units. So today's topic is definition of fundamental and supplementary units taken in SI. So the topic is definition of fundamental units taken in SI. Then in the next topic we will define the supplementary units taken in SI. So first of all we want to define meter. How it is defined? It is defined through the light speed in vacuum. Light travels very fast in vacuum. The highest speed possible in this universe is the light speed in vacuum. So, if we take a time which is of 1/299799245 second only. If this much time is taken, and in this time whatsoever distance is traveled by light in vacuum is called 1 meter distance. So the definition of meter is the distance traveled by light in 1/299792458 second is taken as 1 meter. This is the definition of meter in SI. Now second one is mass unit kilogram. So second one is kilogram kg. It is equal to the mass of a prototype made of platinum iridium alloy and kept in the Bureau of Weights and Measurement in Sivres, France as 1 kilogram mass. The mass of a prototype cylinder made of platinum iridium alloy and kept in the Bureau of kept in the International Bureau of Weights and Measurement in Sivres, France is taken as 1 kilogram. So there is a cylinder made by the most costly alloy, platinum iridium alloy, and its diameter is equal to its length. Cylinder is such that its diameter is equal to its length, and whatsoever mass is of this cylinder is taken as 1 kilogram. Now the third one is second. It is measured through the atomic clock in which cesium 133 isotope is used, and if there is 9192631770 numbers of transition of electrons between two hyperfine states is taken, this much transition is taken, then the time lapse is counted as 1 second. So this is defined as the time taken in 9192631770 number of transition of electrons between two hyperfine states of cesium 133 in its ground state is taken as 1 second. So this is the definition of the SI unit second, and this is measured through the atomic clocks, and this measurement is so accurate that the deviation, it is says that the deviation of 1 second will happen in 2000 years. So it is the most accurate measurement of time. So this is the third definition. Now move forward, and fourth one. Fourth definition is for the Kelvin. How it is defined? It is defined through the triple point of water. We all know that water H2O is found on the earth in its all three states: liquid as water, vapors as steam, and solid as ice. So triple point is the temperature when all these three states are found exactly at the same time. At the same time, if solid, liquid and vapor phase are present, then we say that this temperature is the triple point of that substance. So the triple point of water is 273.16 Kelvin, and if we take inverse of it, then we can define the thermodynamic temperature as 1 Kelvin. So one over 273.16 part of triple point of water is taken as 1 Kelvin. So this is the definition of Kelvin in SI. Now fifth one is for the current unit, electric current unit, ampere. The ampere, A. How it is defined? It is defined through the magnetic force per unit length of conductors which are carrying current. Say two fine conductors are there. Their lengths are infinite, extended very largely. They are carrying current and placed at 1 meter distance parallelly. Two infinitely long conductors are there. They are placed 1 meter apart, parallel to each other. They are very fine, and some currents are flowing in them. If, say, current I is flowing in them, if on the unit length of each conductor a magnetic force is generated of the value 2 into 10 power minus 7 Newton per meter, then we say that this current is equal to 1 ampere. 1 ampere. So 1 ampere is the DC current when it is maintained in two parallel conductors which are infinitely long and very thin, which are placed 1 meter apart parallelly, and if these conductors feel on their unit length a force of 2 into 10 power minus 7 Newton per meter, then we say that the currents flowing in them is 1 ampere. So this is the definition of 1 ampere in SI. You will derive the relation which defines this current in class 12 when you study the magnetic effects of electric current. You have studied magnetic effects of electric current in class 10th also, but without mathematics. But in class 12th syllabus, there is a chapter, magnetic effects of electric current, and in that chapter we will derive a relation which defines. This definition is originated from that equation. So this will be encountered in class 12. So how it is defined? The DC current maintained in two infinitely long and very thin conductors placed at 1 meter apart and parallel to each other if a force 2 into 10 power minus 7 Newton per meter is experienced on their unit length then it is then the current is taken as 1 ampere. This is the SI definition of electric current unit, ampere. So this is the fifth one. Sixth one is for the amount of substance, that is you may say that mole. So number 6, the mole. This is the number of entity of any substance in which the number is exactly equal as the number of carbon atoms in 0.012 kilogram of 6C12. Carbon isotope 6C12 is taken. If we take its 12 gram, means 0.012 kilogram, then whatsoever number of carbon atoms present in that sample, if the same number of entities are taken of any substance, then that value of the amount of substance is called 1 mole. So it is defined as the number of entities of a substance in which the number is equal to the number of carbon atoms present in 0.012 kilogram of 6C12 is taken as 1 mole. This is the sixth definition, that is for the amount of substance, the mole. Now the last one, the candela. So next fundamental quantity is luminous intensity and its unit is candela. Seventh, it is the luminous intensity in a particular direction emitted by 1 by 6 lakh meter square area of a black body, which is maintained at the melting point of platinum and kept at a pressure 101325 Newton per meter square. So the luminous intensity in a particular direction by 1 over 6 lakh 1 over 6 lakh meter square area of a black body maintained at the temperature of melting platinum and kept under 101325 Newton per meter square pressure is called 1 candela. So this is the last fundamental unit of SI, the seventh one, which is for the luminous intensity physical quantity. So these are the definitions of fundamental units in SI system. Now we want to define all the supplementary quantities taken in SI unit system. So the next topic is definition of supplementary quantities in SI. There are two supplementary quantities only. One is for the plane angle, two-dimensional angle named as radian, and another one is for the solid angle, three-dimensional angle named as steradian. So the first one is the radian. It is defined through a circle. If you take an arc which has a length equal to the radius of the circle, then whatsoever angle it subtends at the center of the circle is called 1 radian. Say some circle is there. Say this is a circle, its radius is r, and if you take length of arc, this is arc length equal to the radius of the circle, this is the center of the circle. If this length of arc is equal to the radius of the circle, then whatsoever angle this arc projects at the center of this circle is termed as 1 radian. Getting it? So 1 radian is the angle plane angle. The plane angle subtended by an arc of length equal to radius of a circle on its center is called 1 radian. The plane angle subtended by an arc of length equal to radius of a circle on its center is called 1 radian. So this is the definition of radian. The second supplementary unit is for the solid angle, and it is named as T radian. So this is the second supplementary unit, the T radian. SR. How it is defined? It is defined as the angle subtended by an area equal to the square of radius of a sphere. Whatsoever angle it subtends at the center of the sphere is taken as 1 steradian. Say some sphere is there. Say this is a sphere. Its radius is r. If we take this area as r square, then whatsoever this area subtends angle at the center of this sphere is called 1 steradian. You may imagine football. There are hexagonal pitches. If some football is made such that the patch area is equal to the square of the radius of this football, then whatsoever angle is subtended at the center of the football by any patch is termed as 1 steradian. So the definition is this. The solid angle subtended at the center of a sphere by a surface area equal to the square of radius of the sphere is called 1 steradian. So take any sphere, calculate its radius squared, take the area on its surface equal to r square. Whatsoever angle this surface area subtends at the center of this sphere is termed as 1 st-radian. So these are the definitions of the units, fundamental as well as supplementary, taken in SI. So this is the lecture devoted to the definition of SI units, fundamental as well as supplementary. Now we will take dimensions in the coming lecture. So thank you very much. Repeat these all topics, and in the next lecture we will deal with dimensions, and we will make a table of many physical quantities and describe what are their dimensions, what is the relation, what is its SI unit, etc., etc. Thank you very much.